Okay, Yuri. Now, the performance a few weeks ago, I thought it was horrendous. I've left and I'm not going to Hillsong anymore. Sadly. And you thought it was a bit distasteful as well. And yeah, to the majority, it seems distasteful, bit over the top, let's say. Maybe going a bit too far, and graphic. But they're portraying Christ's crucifixion, and that's how it was. However, to people like myself who, and perhaps this is why God brought me to this church in the first place, before I was going to Hillsong, I had a background in conspiracy theories. I've done a lot of research into government conspiracies and so on. And to me, that performance, I thought it was something else. I don't know. I think there may have been an agenda there. Okay. It's supposed to be in remembrance of Christ and his resurrection, but it was more like a celebration of his crucifixion. And I suspected foul play for several years. But I thought I'd see what it would be like this year. And there was no doubt in my mind that was absolutely what was going on here, because they took it to another level. They took it to another level. And I'm just amazed that our leaders haven't seen this. Or perhaps they're involved in it, I don't know. It doesn't seem the case. It doesn't seem like that. But I definitely suspect foul play here and some kind of agenda. It gets worse every year. I don't know if you've noticed. And I won't go into details of the performance. I've got the footage and I've put it online. And I'm not going to talk about it because it will discredit what I'm trying to say here, even though it did actually happen. But something isn't right here. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. I don't know if you can see it as well. And if you can't, maybe you will after this little conversation we've had. Because this stinks. It stinks. I mean, where it's leading to is seriously worrying. I mean, that, personally, it did some serious psychological damage. I mean, it was very violent, very horrific, and that is not good for people psychologically. Even if you don't suspect some other secret agenda here, that is not good psychologically. And there are a lot of youngsters going to these performances. I fear it's going to bring out the worst in them. So, I just wanted to let you know how I feel about it. And I pray for everyone at Hillsong that hopefully as it gets worse, their eyes will be opened also. But I mean, unless you have the kind of background I have, you're not going to see it. Which is fair enough. I mean, some of the things I've learned, I actually moved away from when finding Christ and the truth in church. But it's been brought back into the picture with what has been going on in this church, and also others. I've been to a couple of others, and I've seen some of the services of others on YouTube, and it's very worrying. It's very worrying where this is going, and like I said, I suspect foul play here. It's very subtle. It's very subtle and gradual. People are gradually being assimilated into this, and it's becoming more worldly. You must admit. Have you seen the 2014 Silent Night presentation, the Christmas carols? Because that was bad, and I'm worried about what doors this is opening spiritually. Okay, allowing these kinds of performances in a church. What is that doing spiritually? But yeah, please check out the Silent Night incident, and Mr. Sparkles, a character called Mr. Sparkles, who appeared at one of the conferences, because I don't know. I suspect something there as well. I suspect these are warnings to the vigilant Christians. Okay, elaborate displays like this, hidden in plain sight. Okay, they're warnings. To those who are more astute. Okay, I'm privy to this deceit. Yeah, I pray you see the warnings, Yuri, because I see them everywhere at Hillsong. Okay, there's a lot of symbolism used. Okay, and some of the, I mean, I must admit, so the teaching, some of it I don't quite agree on 100%, but it has been good. There have been good messages. But what I am seriously concerned about, and I think everyone at Hillsong should be, is why they have deliberately excluded all teachings of prophecy, which Jesus himself warned us about, okay? The very words of God have been ignored. I've been going to Hillsong for 4 years. Yep, 4 years. Nearly 4 years. No, actually, yeah. Over 4 years. Over 4 years. And I haven't seen one sermon on prophecy. Not one. And again, this is very suspicious. I believe I know why. I've done a video on it. I don't know if you noticed, but I've set up my own ministry, and I've spoken out against some of these things and written the book. But I think I know why they deliberately exclude prophecy as well. Again, it's part of an agenda. And it needs to be addressed. People who aren't being taught any prophecy whatsoever will fulfill it. Okay? So, yeah, they will make the wrong decisions at critical moments in history. If they aren't being taught any prophecy whatsoever. This again is seriously worrying, especially that something like this is taking place in a mega church which attracts hundreds of thousands. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why our leaders don't discuss prophecy whatsoever. I still haven't had a valid reason for not teaching prophecy. I don't know if you know why, or if you might be able to find out. But yeah, just ask yourself that, why, and try and find one prophetic sermon at Hillsong. You won't find it. This is, without a doubt, a cover-up. Okay. The same reason the Roman Catholic Church removed books from the Bible. They say because they're not God-inspired, various other reasons. When you actually read them, they are very revealing. And again, I believe there was some kind of agenda there as well. So yeah, I will pray for you and everyone at Hillsong. It's so sad that I've had to leave like this. I can't go back because of what I have done in exposing this evil. And yeah, people at Hillsong know that now, the leaders, they know how I feel. So I can't go back. I wish it would have been different and they would have listened to what I had to say and made amends, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to. I'm so disappointed because I've been going there for 4 years. I've served, I've tithed, and yeah, they don't seem interested in what I have to say, and they're just glad that I'm gone. I think they're just happy that I'm not going anymore. I'm out of the equation. but it's getting worse. It's getting worse. I'm concerned about which type of gathering Hillsong is going to be in the future. Okay. If not now. And I'm concerned about people going there. Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking for a new church. I'm going to go local this time. I need to go local. I'll probably go for a smaller one where there's less chance of this foul play. Yeah, I need your prayers, man. I need your prayers. I'll go find somewhere. Yeah. But please, I feel like, I mean, you're a good friend. I know you from college. You're a funny guy. And I'm glad that you were willing to speak with me today. I hope that this message gets through to you. We need to be aware of what's going on at Hillsong. Something's up. Something's wrong.